Hello. Yes, we're okay. We're at our show and we've just set up. That's our display. And there's some very, very fancy ones. You got your own runner beans. Do you want to take us to them?
It's number 7.
These, shh, don't tell anyone the number. These are Rouge runner beans. Well done. So we're going to go now, aren't we? And come back later and find out how we're done. Yeah. Say bye-bye. Yeah. Right, we're at the vegetable show and Rue's got something to tell you. What happened,
We
Rue?
actually had number 3 and
We
here.
placed third.
third place,
And we were half a point.
We were class 17.
We were class 17
And look at all.
and we were half a point
Yeah.
off second prize, wasn't
I
we?
don't know why there's cakes, but this is only for flowers and
No,
vegetables.
it's cakes as well. It's cakes as
I
well.
didn't know there's cakes.
Next year you can do
And
cakes.
Mummy, can I show them all the
Over
stuff?
vegetables. Yes,
Yeah.
we'll do a walk around. Can I just talk about this a second? Right, basically, we entered our veg. I'm filming this on my iPhone, I'm sorry, because I left the camera at home. But we placed third place in our first ever show and our first year of having an allotment. And this is how we pointed. Our peas did really well.
And so I'll tell you how much stuff I put down. So we put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of potatoes, 3 carrots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beans.
Peas, and these peas were the only
And then-
peas that we had on the plant because the rest of the plant had powdery mildew.
4, 5, 6
Balotto beans.
mulatto beans and 3 sweet corns, one courge
Squash.
squash,
Blue Hubbard squash.
and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tomatoes.
Roma
and that's all
tomatoes.
what we did
Well-
until we got third place.
Third place. Now, these were the only peas we had. These were the only tomatoes we had because all the others had blight. That was the best squash we had. These were the only decent pink fir apple. They were the only 3 carrots, wasn't they? And they were the only 3 sweet corn that were ripe. So I think we did okay. Next year we're going to do even better, aren't we? Should we have a look around the whole site now? Hang on,
Yeah, I'm
hang
gonna
on.
have to come. I'm
Okay.
gonna. So, guys, I'm just a little tour of these. So, they have here some carrots. I think this is lettuce stuff. Then they have some tomatoes. If I just go out a little bit. Then they have this courgette. And this, I don't know. You can tell me in the comments below what it is, because I don't know. And there's some cabbage, onion, all the stuff around it to decorate. And then they have that cabbage.
Hey guys, it's Sunday the 10th of September. I caught the plot to do a few little things after yesterday's success. I plan to pick the pea beans and put them in here to dry out. Just had a bit of an accident. Went to lift up, well, see if this butternut squash, it's a baby, was ripe and I snapped it off. Whoops! Oh, we've got 4 butternut squash and they're all that size. And this is our monster Blue Hubbard. It's big. It's very ripe, and the stalk has cracked and gone dry now, and that fell off as well. I moved it. It slipped off the tile that we put it on. Obviously rolled over a bit. But yeah, it's a bit of a beast, isn't he? Fantastic. So, hey, I had an accident with the squash.
Why?
Because I just tested to see if these were ripe, and I pulled that one off by accident, and this one had fallen off, so never mind. So, we got these yesterday, and I just showed them. Right, these thick bamboo canes from our local nursery, Noisy, and these are what we're going to use next year to sink into the ground on the brassica bed, and we can put our piping in the top. So there you go, chuck that down there with them. These are our Winter Dempsey lettuces that we need sorted out now, and whatever cauliflower they were, or cabbage. I'm gonna have to watch my old video. I can't remember. And we had a little mouse come in here and squirrel away loads of these seeds, and we've got 2 dwarf beans left. So note to self, don't try and grow beans at the plot. As you can see, it is enormously windy out there today, so I'm not going to film much outside the greenhouse. But we've brought up all our old potato compost to put on the no-dig bed, and we're going to get the last of the potatoes out of the pots because I've got loads of wood louse in them, and we've got some new extra thick plastic to put on here. So there you go, I'm going to start harvesting these beans, and I'll come back to you in a second. Right, I apologise, it is really windy. I don't know if you're going to hear me very well, but down here we have the pea bean plants. If you see, yeah, probably not on this one, they're rattling now. They're not 100% dry, but to be honest, I thought the reason to pick them would be we're getting so much rain. It's quite an astonishing amount of rain, to be honest, and I don't want them to go mouldy and rot. Yeah, the secateurs. So I am going to go through and harvest all these. I'm not sure exactly how many we've got because some plants have a lot on, other ones don't have as many, and some of them are still a bit yellow. But I'll leave them to dry in the greenhouse, and I'm going to chop these plants off and put those roots back down there because they fix nitrogen in the soil. Right, I'm going to go along and harvest all these. I'm not going to film it all because it's too windy, and I don't want it to basically be not be able to hear me talk. So I'm going to do that, and I'll come back to you in a minute. Right, what I'm doing here is I've got the plants, and I'm just snipping off with my very old rusty secateurs, snipping off the pods. Some of them don't seem to have anything in them, they're all wrinkled, and I think some of them have been stolen by slugs or something, because there are nowhere near as many beans here as what was growing. Nowhere near. Some of them are still a bit green. I'm just going to let them dry out. So this isn't the best harvest at all, to be honest. If we like these pea beans, we're obviously going to have to grow a lot more next year, because this isn't going to keep us over winter. So, see this here, we've got little bits of mould on them. That's from all the wet. So there you go, that's the what our pea bean harvest has come to. It's not fab, is it? Let's find you a nice dry one. Well, none of them are dry because it's been raining. I'll take this one, I think it's only got one in it. So, we can do this. Hopefully we've got a nice pea bean in here. Look at that. Isn't it a thing of beauty? Sorry, I'm not even showing you. Beautiful, beautiful pea beans. So hopefully these will dry out now and we'll have a meal's worth of pea beans. We'll spread them all out so they're not touching, so that there's no mouldiness or anything like that that can spread from bean to bean. And I'm just going to leave them here in the greenhouse. I'll probably come back tomorrow, and Mr. Mouse will have done a good job on eating them. Wouldn't surprise me. Talking of beans to dry, this is a pod of Bellotto beans that I took off last week because it was flat on this end and then I had beans there, and I just wanted to show Al what the beans look like. So these are Bellotto. I've heard them called both. I call them Bellotto because these aren't fully ready yet, but as you can see these have got lovely speckles on them too. Lovely coloration. I'm going to leave them in there to dry and see what happens to those. But we've got lots and lots and lots of those to harvest, and as you can see, compared to the pea bean, they are quite a chunky bean and they're quite meaty. I believe in Italy or something they call them like poor man's meat or something like that, because they're quite chunky and they're great for in stews and that over winter. So the other beans that we've got for drying are the Aduki beans. So let's go and have a look at those. Right then, out here in the wind and the wilderness, we seem to have a few Aduki beans. Not a lot, but there are definitely beans forming in there. Can you see the card run out? That's a surprise. So yes, we definitely have some beans. There really aren't many. If you can see the plants, like there's nothing on that one. Nothing on that one. One on this one. I won't be growing them again unless they have some kind of magical spurt of growth and produce things that are worth the space, because these have taken up not a huge space. We've got about 2 metres by half a metre. Well, I don't think they're worth the space, so not doing Aduki beans next year. So these are the rest of our little butternuts, the last 3 in there. And although the blue hubbard is completely dying off now, she's still trying to put out new babies. I've got to love this plant, it just never stops, never. That's where the one came from that we had for our competition yesterday. Here we have our crown prince, which the stem is cracking on this as well, so this is ready. See this here? It's dying back. And the plant is starting to die back, so I technically could take that now. And we have a baby crown prince here, which is very cute. And then another nice one there too. And I know that there are other things in and around. I don't know if they've survived the slugs, but if they did set, we'll just have to wait and see. So we're having a harvest of sweet corn now. It is absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. You can see we started to take them off. I snapped this one by accident. Whoops. But there are loads and loads to go. And to be honest, if the rats take it now, we've got some in the freezer, we're good. And there's still some good ones. This is a beast. He's lovely. So, what am I going to do now? I'm going to harvest some of the dwarf beans, because they've definitely had a second wind. They're definitely coming back in good force. We're having more beans. And there's some more cobra beans that have come back as well. So I'm going to do those. Look! We've got another courgette. Oh, and another one there. Oh, and I think that one's rotting. Yeah, that one's rotting. Oh, another courgette for my mummy. So that'll be it for today, I think. I'm going to show you when I take up the last few potato pots. Al's just doing some weeding in the greenhouse. And I'm going to put this polythene up. Keep it a bit warmer in here. We've got to bring the thermometer up, dude. But it's been going down to about 6 at night time, which doesn't seem to be affecting them yet. obviously in the greenhouse it's going to be a little bit warmer, so it's probably closer to 10. And they're still setting off new fruits and ripening well. So we've got plenty to go, even though I did harvest. Uh-oh. I just keep knocking things off today. That harvesting by accident. Look, I did that here yesterday. So, yeah, we've got plenty. I'm just going to leave them to go red. We don't need many at home now because I harvested loads yesterday. Oh, I did want to show you. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Alright. Everybody knows, you know that this area had club root, so we took everything out. Now, these sprouts were doing fantastically. Let me just take these out. Down here. But look at this. Can you see that? It is disgusting. All the stem, everything is just covered by this mould. And I've never seen anything like it before. It's on the underside of the leaves and everywhere it's got like this sooty mould on it. I'm not impressed. It doesn't look like they're going to do much. I might just take the leaves off so they're exposed and give them a little hose down with some water and see if I can clean anything off and save them. But I'm not holding out too much hope, to be honest. There's not much whitefly in there actually. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Plenty of whitefly. So that's done that. These ones have done the same, and this one, and this one. But my kiloton cabbages are beautiful. They've got good little heads on them, and my greyhound cabbage down here is looking pretty good too. Yeah, it's got a nice pointy heart on it. I'll leave it a bit longer. Don't need cabbage at the moment because John opposite us keeps giving us his. He's growing too many, so he's supplying us for now while ours mature. So there you go. Plans for next year may now have to be revised because we may need some giant veg. Competition just got serious, guys. I might take one of these leeks to have in our stew. I'm not liking the look of this. All the fleece came off, and that looks like we're getting attacked. So, but if we do, if it is that by the leaf moth, then we'll just have to chop them up and eat them as babies. Oops. It's not the end of the world. I did sow some beetroot here, it looks to have done nothing, and some carrot which has equally done nothing. Oh well. Right, see you in a bit. I pulled out the last of the peas they had down in mildew. A couple of the pods have not very nice colour on them. Let's have a look what they're like inside. Yeah, a couple of them are a bit manky. But if I sort through and look through them, I'll see which ones are okay for freezing. It is raining now as well as being windy, so we're just going to do a very, very quick potato reveal with the last 3 pots. Not going to weigh them or anything fancy, just going to take them home. So, I'm going to put these in the bag so that I can use this for the potatoes, and I'll see you in a minute. So let's venture out into the wind and the rain. I think we're the last people on here, everyone else has gone home, I sod that. Going home for my tea. These runners in the arches now, as you can see from what I just harvested, they're doing really nicely. And I'm harvesting them and they're quite tender because we've got a lot at home. Chopped and stored now. So, I'm going to do this on the cardboard. Are you coming, Al? Yeah. Right, what we've done is our old potato pots from home. We've bunged that on top of the manure that we put down on the no-dig plot here. And then the spare stuff from this will go on there as well. We'll rake that over, and that bed is ready for next year. And then we just got the rest of it to do. Eek! Right, you ready? This one is King Edward. Oh, I hope it's good because we're running out of King Edwards, aren't we? Let's go. Huh. Well, there's all bugs in it. I don't mind bugs, but here we go. Ooh! Lots, but small again. Yeah. Oh, I need some big roast potatoes, come on. Oh. Come see. Come on, dig these out. Dig them out, dig them out. Oh, this one's very wet. Did we know what this one was?
Wow!
Let's label that. Oh, they're Valor. Fantastic, my favourites. So, as you can see straight away, these are Valor. No scab, no slug damage, good size, no blight, just brilliant potatoes. And they all usually come out about that size.
My favourite potato is Valor.
Valor.
Do you know why, guys? Because in her Pokemon group, it's Valor.
Yeah, my Pokemon team is Valor, isn't it?
So why do you love it, Mummy?
Well, I love Valor potatoes because they taste delicious.
And they're also
Oh, and they also give you a much better crop. Better? They give us a better crop, dude. Better. They give us a better crop than every other potato we've grown. So next year's potatoes are going to be Arran Pilot, King Edward, just because we love the flavour. Yield we'll just have to deal with. And Valor because they're the best potatoes.
And watch out for the seed because that's the squishy bit. You don't want that bit.
There's a big stone in there.
What?
Right, that's in there. You go over there. Break that bit up. So, this last pot, this is the huge, like, from my knee, like huge red potato that we found on the pot. And we decided, it started sprouting, so we said, right, we're going to plant it. So, let's see what's in it. Are you sure that's all done? Look, there's tiny potatoes in there. Roo, this side. Right, mystery potato reveal. This one doesn't want to come out.
Oh, woodlouse.
Ooh, woodlouse. Yay. Go on, Roo, break it up. Break it up. Daddy help
I
you?
don't want to break the woodlouse home, though.
Oh, they'll find another home in the dirt.
Sorry, woodlouse.
Ooh, ooh, look at that. Thank you, mystery potato. Roo, there's going to be a really big seed potato in there.
Oh.
Ooh, they're
Even
nice.
if I found the big seed.
No, that's just a normal potato. Daddy's found this. Look at them. Wow. I have no idea what they are. Any idea, guys?
Mummy, you did see them before. They're all pink.
No, they are pink, red potato, yes. But they're also quite pale. They're not very red like, say, Sarpomira, are they? They are more pinky. So, any idea, guys, what these may be? Comments below. Ta-da, you sure that's it? Oh, yep, I think that's it. So, I think they turned out quite well, don't you? So we've got mystery pinky kind of potato. And then we've got, come here, beautiful Valor potatoes. And some small but lovely King Edwards. So I'm happy with that. From 3 pots. The red ones came from 1 seed potato, but the seed potato was massive. So, yeah. Right, I think we're done here for the day. We're just going to rake this lot up. You did help.
I only helped 2.
Well, you can rake out all the compost and spread it with the rake because you're good at that. No, that is these red potatoes, pinky potatoes, were the very last potatoes we've got. And they're all going into storage now. Yeah. You can just play in the mud if you want to. You just playing in the mud? Yeah. That's what it's all about. Playing in the mud. Okay. While I'm sitting here, This is a giant pink banana squash. It did nothing. It's just like... Now it's decided it wants to fruit and it's set. The crazy thing is a bit late, dear. A bit late. Anyway, we're going to clear up. We're going to go home and I've got a lot of food prepping to do and storage and all that. Oh, I've been sitting down on this blimmin' cardboard and I've got a wet bum. Right, say bye-bye. You're a right state, look at you. Roo?
What? Bye.
We're going to take a couple of leeks. Is it recording? Yeah, we're going to take a couple of leeks for a stew. I bent my little fork, so I think they're quite deep. Let's get these up. Come on. It's alright, isn't it? There's one. I'll take that one there, it's a bit overgrown as well. Oh, try not to stab the actual leek there. I have to get over the frame. We've took the fleece off because it keeps coming off. I just don't think there's any point at the moment, it's too windy. Oh, there goes my bag. Sorry, leeks. Now, if we see any signs of the moth in these, then I'll just take them all out. I don't know what should I take. I'll just take them in the row. And then we'll just chop them and freeze them. Or make them into stews and then freeze the stew so we've got nice stew over winter. Yeah, they look alright though, don't they? Yeah. Very little. But considering they were like less than pencil thickness, they look alright. Happy leeks. Right, they'll defrost you tonight.